Hello, everybody. We should be having an ad start soon, but I don't feel like waiting for the ad because I'm ready to stitch. So let's go ahead and get our stitch on. Hello, Sassacast. How are you doing? After everyone's out of the ad prison, we will go ahead and play the intro music. Hey, Des. Hey, Ika. How's it going? Sass, how was your live yesterday? I only caught part of it. Excuse me. So we've got some confetti cleanup going on today. Starting with 733. My thumb is feeling much better today, so hopefully we can stitch for quite a bit. Oh, camera is too far over. There we go. Do some traveling along the back. Hey, Spoopy, how are you doing today? How's it going? Okay, I feel like my prototype is not working great, and I'm just gonna get rid of it until Babs and I can make a better one. I need the Babs' help because that prototype works a little bit, but it's not great. It's a real rough prototype. We're gonna tighten this tension a little bit. Tighten there. Tighten there. Tighten down here. Okay. That's better. Trying to figure out what you want to work on today. Well, what are your options, Spoopy? Okay, got 2 stitches done. You're cutting out the liner for a new BA sewing project? That sounds fun, Ika. And now that y'all are out of ad prison.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
You cut your thigh with your nice sewing shears, Ika. That's no good. I'm sorry, friend. Hopefully it wasn't a bad cut. Okay, so now we have 3 stitches for 3023. We're gonna go ahead and get done. We're pulling off our single strand because we're gonna do a loop start. Okay, I'm glad it was just a poke, Ika. I have to catch up on lots of stitching today. I think my benchmarks are pretty high. Oh, a Labyrinth and David Bowie cross stitch sounds amazing. You should definitely work on that one, Spoopy. That's what I would vote for. First little stitch there after the loop start. We only have 3 of this color, so it's not too bad. It's not confetti. It's not confetti. Maybe it's funfetti. Oh, you're actually leaning more towards Labyrinth. Okay, well, there you go. Sounds like Labyrinth it is. Mark those off, and we've done 5 stitches already, which isn't terrible, and I totally forgot to start my timer, so we're just going to base the timer off today's live. Which is pretty much what I've been doing anyway, because I've been doing all of my stitching on the live. Y'all haven't missed any of the stitches of this piece in the past, I don't know, month? Devices are charged, at least they all should be charged. They were all plugged in all night, so they should all be charged. I did not start the timer, but we're going to base it off of the Twitch stream. Okay, next we're going to pull out 9:45. I do have hydration, and I have had breakfast. Wifey made French toast for me this morning because she loves me so much. I'm a spoiled wifey. Okay, so 9:45, we have 2 stitches that are in our primary stitching area, which is the 10 by 20 column, or 1 by 2 blue square column that I am working in. And then there's 4 stitches lower that are out of our normal stitching area that I will get to because we do have enough floss. Hey, Wolfie Bun Bun, how are you doing today? Hi, hi. Okay. Sorry I couldn't do day 200 yesterday. I had a tiresome day going through my dearly departed mother's belongings for an estate sale, and decided that I just wanted to come home and veg on the couch with my wife and dog for the afternoon after going through my mother's clothing. So now we are doing day 200. I have been working on this project for 200 days of stitching. Hey, Psychic Macaroni, how are you doing? Yeah, I feel like y'all were not gonna be upset with me when you found out why I wasn't stitching yesterday. Like, I thought about it because we ended up getting home at like 2, and I was just like, you know what I want more than anything right now? I want to get stoned and drink a beer and watch bad TV with my wife. Katie, enjoy your lurk. Clearly our lurk thing is not working correctly yet, so I need to fix that one. Ika, can you send me a DM on Discord that I need to fix the lurk command so that I can remember for later, Fran? Because I will forget. I do have a bunch of new emojis I have to upload. I feel like we need to do a poll on the Discord on who wants what emojis where. Because on the Discord, everyone can have as many emojis as we want. But on Twitch, you can only have emojis, and same thing with TikTok, is you can only have emojis as subscribers. Or you can have some free ones, but the rest of them go to subscribers. So we got to figure out which ones we want to be the free ones and which ones we want to be the sub ones. Psychic Macaroni, it's your day off. You demolished a bowl of soup. Getting ready to stitch. Not sure if you're going to work on Obligation Baby Knit or Rabbit Cross Stitch. I say do the cross stitch. Join the club. We're cross stitching here. Okay. 2, 3, 8, 5, 6. We only have a couple of stitches of. It's another 2-parter. We are in this. So this little section right here is going to be a lot of confetti. This section down here is not as much, but this section here is a lot of confetti. And then once we finish this square, we're going to be moving into the nice blues, which should make it a little bit easier to see on screen. And I just realized, Sass, that, like, your pattern is so many golds and whites. Like, that's gotta be hard on the eyes after a while. For those of you that don't know, Sasscass is another streamer on here who is streaming a Lord of the Rings cross-stitch project. You should definitely give them a check out if you haven't already. Just got that one stitch, then we're gonna travel down here. You don't consciously think about the colors most of the time. I mean, that's fair. I think about the colors more when I'm live than when I'm not, because I'm usually, there's something to talk about. Yeah, sometimes seeing like the light yellow and the whites on here, it can be really difficult to see where the gaps are. I feel that way when I'm stitching on like over by over here in this area down by Jonah's legs can be difficult because it's a lot of light colors. And then we've got a 1 off of 950. Separate the strand. Rebobinate. I think I've decided against switching to floss drops for my projects. Depends on the project, but because most of my projects are larger, I just don't think floss drops work as well as bobbins, unfortunately. Floss drops, like hanging wise, take up too much space in my opinion. The tension is a little better here. I just took the gadget off because, like, it's real janky. It's like 2 breaking pieces of acrylic with like magnet tape stuck to it, and it was falling apart. The tension is better here, but using the magnet thing like just wasn't working as effectively as I know it can work, and so I was getting frustrated with it. And I will not be making a new one this week, but Babs and I are going to work on making a stronger prototype next week when I get back from New York. and then we'll see how it works. And if the new one works, Babs, or if the new one works, Sassacast, we'll send you a prototype. We're in the product development phase. The magnets definitely need to be stronger. I think my problem with drops when I've used them is that they don't end up all laying perfectly neat afterwards. Like, I like my floss neat and tidy. It upsets me when my floss is not neat and tidy. Oh, Erica, I'm sorry work sucks. Yeah, it's hard to leave work sometimes, even when you hate it, when the perks, that's how they get you, that's how they keep you. Those perks will jack you up every time. That's why I can't leave my job. At least not yet. Okay, now we've got about 5 stitches, 6 stitches the same color. Well, look at that. Isn't that luxurious? 3822 is our color. And we're gonna fill in this little yellow area here. I'm not quite sure exactly what this is supposed to be. I haven't looked at the image for this in a little while. That's a bummer, Erica. I'm sorry that you end up doing so much work on your own. Okay, now we're gonna get these 2 over here. Ironing was my least favorite part of sewing, Aika. I could not stand the ironing process. Quilting, too. It's part of why I don't sew. Yeah, heat bonded lining will definitely need ironing. We're gonna travel along the back here, even though y'all can't see it really. This one here, and then one last one down here that I'm not going to travel along the back for, because it will get stitched over by these 2 stitches right here. Mark those off. Should bring us up to 21. So you're only 3 years away from retiring, Erica? That's awesome. Jealous. I am nowhere near retirement. Okay, next we're gonna do 372. 372 has some stitches along the outside where it's transitioning over to the blue. I wish someone was paying me a living wage just to stitch all the time, too. Ah, I see. I understand, Erica. Sasscast, I'm hoping after TwitchCon I will learn all of the things and will be able to make a little bit more money doing this. Have you been to TwitchCon, Sasscast? I feel like I've asked you that before, but I can't remember what the answer was. Well, Sasscast, if you want, when I get back, I can share my notes with you. And any tips and tricks I got. I'm all about helping other people succeed and do stuff. Succeed, not secede. Words are working good in brain today. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to all of the people, that is for sure, but I'm looking forward to the panels and learning things. Hey, Brian, how are you doing today? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Okay. This off. Okay, next we have a 2 off of 744. Luna, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hi, Luna. How are you doing today? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it, Luna. Tying this off. $744 gets put away. Pulling out 3078 now. And I only need 2 stitches, So this little strand there should be enough. Okay. And then we're gonna fill in these two tiny stitches right here. And we've almost finished our first square of the day. I'd like to get 5 or 6 squares done today if I can. I don't know if that's all gonna happen live or not. My goal is to stitch all day today. We'll see how long the live goes. Okay, I got those two done. Brings us up to a nice 30. Then we've got a confetti stitch. Okay, our next color is going to be 3827. It's right here. And I gotta cut a new strand off. So I always draw my strands from my shoulder to my fingertips, and then that way when I fold it in half, it's right at my elbow, and I fold it in half to do a loop start. And having it at your elbow, you want your strands to be kind of as long as your fulcrum point. So really, strand length is kind of dependent on how long your arms are. We only need one of this color. We only need one of quite a few colors in this square. So that's going to take a while to fill in that confetti. Aw, kitten wants attention, Spoopy. Just said chomp. Okay. That little one done. Then we tie off. Three, 8, 2, 7 gets put away. Ah, wrong button. Then we have 3852. What's with your cats chomping into all of y'all? You've got this, Erica. You can handle it. We believe in you. Okay, we've got 2 up here. Oh, thank you for the hydration break, Erica. Oh no. Gosh, who puts kitties in dryer vents? That's not cool. Thank you for the hydration break and the posture check, Erica. I appreciate it. I will take the stretch in just a moment. Let me finish these 3 stitches. Who would put a cat in a dryer vent? It's just terrible. Well, it sounds like this little kitten spoopy has got some aggression problems. Sounds like he's an aggressive little kitty cat. Okay. Finish this stitch and tie off. Mark off what we've got done. Whopping 36 stitches. Excuse me. Okay, 3852 gets put away. And then next we have 782. Ah, the egg rolls demanding stitches. Yeah, or scritches. Yes, when animals are demanding the scritches, the stitching gets put on hold. That is a very true statement. Okay, now we've got 4 stitches of 782 in kind of a reversed L. 3 down and 1 over. 1, 2. Or I guess 2 down and then 2 across. We'll do 2 across. There is the fluffy baby rule, but my wife doesn't always like to abide by the fluffy baby rule, so I can't always use it as an excuse to not do stuff, because Tilly will sit in my lap all day long if she is allowed to. So the fluffy baby being on my lap is not a thing in our house necessarily. Sometimes it is, but not always. Okay, we cut this piece off. Okay, our next color, it looks like our next 1, 2, 3, 4 colors are all 2 offs, and then there's a single confetti. Come on, select. There we go, 831. Ooh, 831's a long one. Pull out our single strand. Yeah, sometimes you just have to wake up the pretty or fluffy baby and move them. Sometimes the fluffy baby is in the way, unfortunately. And it is a good excuse when you need it. Who doesn't love the fluffy baby excuse? Hey, Magpie, how are you doing today? Okay. Mark those two off. Flip it over. I'm doing well. I'm hanging out with all of y'all. Always makes a day fun. I left my snips in my lap. Just totally a safe place to store them. Okay, putting it 831 back in the box. Now we're gonna bust out 225, which is here. Okay. Oh, Magpie, thank you. You're making me blush over here. Glad y'all can't see my face. Tilly likes to sleep on me even when I am rolling around. It is quite adorable. Okay, 225 is getting put away. Then we are pulling out. Come on. Select the right color. There we go. 948. Oh, and 948. That is the perfect little strand for 2 stitches. Hopefully, there is a little bit of travel. So we'll see if we can make this little bit of floss chicken 2 stitches for us. Oh, kitty sleeping in your armpit. That is adorable, Magpie. My wife has socks of our dearly departed cat, Molly. And she was talking about how she can't get any more of those ever made again because Molly is departed. And I was like, babe, I have plenty of photos of Molly. I can make you as many pairs of socks as you want. She was like, oh, okay, never mind. I keep leaving my snips in my lap. Okay, 948 gets put away. And then our next color, oh, there's actually a little bit here we can do for the next color. So we're actually going to fill in this little area here first, depending on how much floss we have. Then we'll come up and get that one. And then we will keep going down and get a little bit of those stitches in. So that's going to be 3047. And this is going to be a full strand, so we'll have plenty to get all of those stitches done. Okay. Got these two here, up here in the square. And then we're gonna jump about 3 stitches down to this one here. Stitch that little one on its lonesome. Then we'll move down here and stitch these 2 little partners here. One, and then 2. And we're gonna come down and stitch this little one. None of these are far enough that traveling makes underneath the back makes that big of a difference. But for this next one, we are gonna travel across because that's like 4 or 5 stitches, and I don't want a strand that long hanging out there. I try to keep them mostly wrapped up or where they're gonna get stitched over. We've got this little one here all by himself, or itself, or herself, however that stitch identifies. Because, you know, stitches are sentient creatures, and for sure have gender identity. If you were a Stitch, what would your gender identity be? Today's random question of the day. I think a Stitch is non-binary or gender apathetic, like myself. And we've got one more stitch in this color. Then we're gonna do the last color in that square, and which will allow us to move into the blues. If you were a Stitch, what would your gender be? Okay, cut that off. Ace Spike. I'm not sure what Ace Spike means, Aika. And then we've got a one-off of 818. Ah, okay. Asexual with spikes of sexual desire. That is kind of what I was thinking, because that's kind of what it sounds like. The new Lilo and Stitch trailer did just drop. I haven't watched it yet, but I know people have been talking about it. I actually only saw Lilo and Stitch recently. It wasn't one of the movies that was popular when I was a kid. I was a little old for Lilo and Stitch. was a cute movie. I'm still that weirdo whose favorite Disney movies of all time are Hercules and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I personally feel like The Hunchback of Notre Dame is the most jacked up Disney movie ever made. Which I feel like that's saying a lot. $818 is gonna get put away. Oh, gotta move my leg. Okay, now we are gonna go over to Pattern Keeper and look at what we got going. So we've got, first up is gonna be 169, which actually there's a good chunk of. So in order to do 169, I'm gonna start with this one down here, travel up to the top, hit that one, hit these two here, then come down and get that one and this one. And then if there's enough floss left over, I will cut off and tie back on and start taking care of these ones over here. But let's see how much floss we have first. $169. Oh, we don't have any cut off. We have to start a new strand for 169. So we're probably definitely gonna be able to go get those ones that are further away. But now that I'm looking at, I think I'm just gonna go with the plan I laid out. I just laid it out. I'm not gonna change my mind, even though there's probably a more efficient plan. But I said what I said, so I'm gonna do what I do. And we did finish our second square for the day, so that's lovely. Okay, we're not starting down there. We're starting here. Starting with a loop start. Pull that tight. Go back in the top hole. Dezo, I don't necessarily watch floss tube, but I've seen some floss tubes. And I post my VODs as floss tube. Though I feel like floss tube is less actually stitching and more just talking about stitching. Annette and I are gonna be in New York this weekend, and we're wondering if anyone knows of any good craft / embroidery or floss shops we should go visit. Because in London, I want to go visit the Royal School of Needlework and make an appointment to go hang out with them. But I am not sure if that same thing exists or if there's another store or something in New York City. So if anyone knows, please let me know. Let me in on the deets. You like watching so you can get ideas on patterns? That's cool, Dezo. And that makes sense. I would like to go to StitchCon. I just feel like I can't go to StitchCon until I finish this piece because I don't have other pieces. Trying to get this piece to a StitchCon would be quite a feat. Okay, so let's mark off these ones that we've just done. And now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna move the camera a little over here. And, oh. There. Yes. That's kind of annoying, Spoopy. I always have my headphones in when I'm hanging out with y'all or on. Because it does make the streaming easier to have good headphones. Although the wifey gets frustrated because me with headphones on. Oh, I can't. Go. There we go. This one. Okay, pull those off. Then we are going to move back up here. I'm gonna run that under a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna mark these off. We're gonna come over here. And there's two in a row with a diagonal one. So I'm just gonna get that diagonal one out of the way. I don't know, Spoopy. I don't think a choose your craft day is necessarily for children. There's no reason you can't like swing by on the day that they have it and decide if it's for you and choose to sit down or not. Unless the library is very far away from you. Okay, if you did stitch, crochet, and ironing today, you have definitely done your crafting. for sure. Okay, we're gonna mark off these ones. And then I am gonna get probably 3 more out of this. Yeah, you should feel accomplished, Aika. That's quite a bit. And then this last one all the way over here. I don't know how you do parking, Aika. It does not work for my brain. Okay, got those 3 done. So there is a garment district, Aika. We actually stayed in it last time that we were there. But it's not so much like a crafting store as they're like big fabric wholesalers in the garment district. Like there are some smaller ones, but they all felt like very industrial and meant for the professional and less for like the average person. Okay. Now we're gonna move back to over here. Slide the pattern keeper back over to where we're at. And oh wow, we have a good chunk of that. Okay, 932. So I think for what 932 I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stitch these all the way across. Get all of this, and then stitch this down, and then when I get over to the next square, then I'll handle the other stuff in the next square. Okay, so we're gonna pull out 932, which 932 is running drastically low. We might finish 932 today. Oh, that part's not the hard part, Aika. For me, it's the constantly, like, switching the needles and, like, I don't know, like, I feel like instead of parking, I just want to get the stitching done, you know? It's... There we go. Well, you basically have a stitching bitch right here, Spoopy, or, you know, if you don't have one in your area, start your own. You're looking for it, maybe someone else is as well. Also, there should be an ad starting soon. I'm not sure if I called that out or not. Okay. Let's tighten this up. When I finish this tonight, I'm gonna unroll it and take a photo of the whole thing so that we can see what 200 days of work looks like. You keep less than 10 threads. Yeah, see, that's like, but how do you decide then what threads to keep? Okay, we've got these three going here. We've actually got quite a bit to fill in here for this color, which is nice because it'll bring our stitching speed up a little bit. Because right now we're only at 80 for the hour. Oh, break time. Okay, and we're back. Finishing off this row. Oops, I made a boo-boo. We're gonna fix that boo-boo right now. I missed a stitch. I did not realize it. But we got it now, so that's what's important. Oops. I'm just struggling with this row. I need to mark off so I know where I'm at. What have we got going on? Okay, let's mark those off. And that gives me a little bit better idea of where I'm at. I did some much needed stretching while I was up, took a little bathroom break. Oh, hold on.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
No idea what you're talking about, Aika. My headphones weren't on wrong at all. No idea what you are talking about, friend. Thank you for posting the Discord, Magpie. Okay, so we got 3 here. And then a hop and another 3. And that should put us right at our first hour of stitching. Okay, tie those off. 95 stitches in an hour when most of it was confetti is not terrible. Next we have 5 and then a hop, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a hop 1. Okay, and then next we have 2, hop, and then 4. Well, actually, I'm going to stitch these 2. I'm going to do kind of a weird thing I don't normally do. I'm going to stitch these 2. Then I'm going to stitch these 4. And then we're going to come back and do the other part of the 4, but not the other part of the 2. So we've got that done. And then I'm going to come down here and stitch these 3. And then stitch this one down on the bottom here. Finish the 1. Then we'll finish the 3. Then after finishing the 3, we will come back here and stitch these 2. And then we'll move down to the bottom and stitch these 2 here. And then we'll stitch this last one, which will be the last one in our square, and we'll mark off. This is going to help us get caught up quite a bit. Okay, then we've got a 2 hop 1. 2, hop 1. This is our last of 932, so I'll have to pull a 932 out. I think 932 is in the regular overflow, but I'll have to look. One here. Come over here and do this Tetris shape that is a 1, 2, and then a 1 on the other side of the 2. Here's the 1 on the other side of the 2. Get this one down here. Then we're going to go up 1 and over 2 and stitch 2 vertical. Okay, we're gonna mark those off because that's almost all of them in that square. Then we're gonna come down here to the very bottom corner. And I want to start filling in this mostly empty square here. What just happened? Okay. Nothing just happened. I was just being paranoid. So we got 1 there. And then 2 directly underneath. Did Pattern Keeper freeze? Oh, it did. Thank you, Aika. Oh, it looks like it got disconnected. Yep. Uh-oh. Just a moment. Technical difficulties. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Aika. Thank you for catching that, friend. Okay, so we've got these 2 down here. And there's 2 more directly beneath these 2. So everything I'm stitching below this blue line right here is to help future Felicia. And we like to pay it forward to future Felicia as much as possible. And we're gonna hop over 1 and stitch that there. Yeah, thank you, Aika. I had marked something off, and I'm glad you caught that, because I probably would not have noticed that right away. Then we got a 1 hop 1. Oh, thank you for the hydration break, Des. Do 1 more stitch after this and mark off, and then I'll drink. Okay, let's mark that little section off. We still have a little bit more of 932 to go. Oh crud, I don't have my Sharpie right here. Dang it. Okay. Don't let me forget that I need to put the date on the 932 bobbin that we finished on. Because I like to put the dates on the bobbins on the day that I finish them, so I have a weird record. Because I'm like that. I like to keep track of all sorts of weird little things. I got a 1, another 1. And then a 3. Oh good, Aika, I'm glad you posted that video. Thank you for posting that in the Discord. Mark these 3 off. Or those 3 are done, and then do... Ooh, I might be able to finish this whole square of 392, but we will see. Excuse me. Oh, the bobbin date. Thank you. I thought you had already done the video. I was like, wow, that's impressive. Good job, Aika. Thank you for sending me the message. I didn't see the notification on my phone. I'm in the stitching zone. I think I have enough to finish all of the 932 in this 3rd square. Sometimes my brain fritzes out in weird ways. Okay, so we're gonna mark that off and that off. That puts us at 143 so far today. I believe our minimum benchmark is 269, so we're definitely getting there. Ow. That was not a ouchie ow. That was a I just hit my hand on something dumb ow. So we don't need to count that. Okay, got a little bit of confetti with 647 next. Go get your food, Dezo. Enjoy. Have a good one. This one here. And I am feeling lazy, and it technically is within 20, so I am going to run this all the way down here. And that will get stitched over anyway, so it's not the end of the world. We'll stitch this one here. Travel over to this one down here. See if we can get a good little chain of these going. Oh good, hopefully we can get those 4 in. That one done. Got this one down here. And these two over here. Okay, that is definitely all of the 647 in the foreseeable area. So we will mark those off. And then our next color is going to be, oop, come on. $9.26. Question is, how do I want to tackle $9.26? Let's tie this off while I think about it. So the question I'm asking myself on 926 is it going to be better to start down here, work my way up, get these two across here, then these two, then this one, then come down and get this area? Or is it going to be wiser to start here, get those two, get the two up here at the top, work my way down, get this one here, then come across and do these? So that's what I'm trying to decide. Let's see how much 926 I have to work with. Oh, well. Kind of puts a damper on things. I have this amount of 926 to work with right now. Well, that does change things a wee bit. So... I'm actually going to stitch these two down here, even though they're not in the squares that we need. But we need them all done eventually. That's not correct. We need all the stitches done eventually, so it really doesn't matter what order we do it in, as long as we just keep stitching. You know, just keep stitching, 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 just keep stitching. Okay, well, I guess that does dictate which way we are going, because I still have more floss left than I anticipated. So we are going to try to get these two up here done, which I think I have enough floss to do 2 stitches. And it looks like we are working up. Okay, so I got 4 stitches out of that thread. Not quite what I was expecting. I was expecting only to get 2. So we'll take the 4. The 4 is a win. Gotta celebrate our small little wins every day. Tuck it off. Then I don't need to cut more of 926 because there is a long strand left. And that should be our last of 926 today. So then we're going to come down here. And keep stitching up. we've got 2 going up. And then this one here. We're going to do a little bit of traveling to get to this one over here. So I believe after this color, we do have 2 or 3 confetti stitches. We've got to get out of the way. Get these 2 here. Doing these ones English style, which is individual X's at a time because they're not next to each other. Then from here, we're going to come over this way yonder, run it along the back, or through the back. Yes, I have an epic playlist on because I was feeling epic today. Then we're going to stitch these 2, also English style. Even though my instinct was to do them Danish, and then I realized I had to travel, so English is the way to go. And we're going to travel over to here. And now we have to do some serious counting. So it is 5 off from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that lines up excellently. And we've got 1 there. And then 1, 2, 1 here. Then we've got 1, 2, 3 here. And are those lining up properly? Great, these are lining up properly. Then we're going to count over 5 again. Actually, it's 1, 2, perfect. And then we've got 1 here. Two here. Okay, we're going to mark these off so we don't lose track of where we're at. Which gave us a nice 9 stitches. And we're going to go 2 diagonally from here. 1, 2, and then the third one is where we place our stitch, which is 4. Perfect. I like to count things at least off of 2 different points when possible, so that I know that I'm stitching in the right area. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that does line up quite properly. I'm going to do some more English style stitching in this area to fill in the 929 here, or the 926 here. 2, 3. Back over here. It's an epic day because it's day 200 of working on this piece. Yes, I like to count from as many I mean, not as many, because then all I'm doing is counting. But I try to make sure I count and verify from a couple different places. Ooh, I need to get 3 stitches out of here, and I don't know that it's gonna happen, because one of them requires travel and possibly a pin stitch to finish. The tension is ripe. I said that. Palpable. Tension is palpable. I don't think I'm gonna pin stitch this one. I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't get messed with in the future. That should secure it. Okay, now let's see. Dakota, yes, just in time for a game of string of floss chicken. Okay. Next up color is going to be... Yes, I knew it was going to be a one-off. 640. And perfect, I have one-off stitch. Jensen, thank you for the hydration break. I did just take some water, so I'm gonna count that. Actually, no, it'll take a little bit more. I'm a little thirsty today. Thank you. Our little one-off here. Come on. There we go. And then our next one, oh, it isn't actually all confetti. There are 3 stitches of it, and that is 645. Is this pewtery color. Okay, got those 3 finished. Next one, I think there's a little bit of, it's definitely not full confetti. Ooh, okay, so for this one, I think my best course of action is to start over here, stitch up, stitch these few over here going across, stitch this one, then all the way down here. Then if I have enough floss, I'll come in and work out this area over here. So let's look at that. That is 931. Come on. 931 is also running quite low. I think we should have plenty of floss to do it though. Okay, so like I said, we are going to start over here, do our little loop start, pull it through, and we're going to keep stitching our way up. We've got a bunch of diagonal stitches. Actually, doing diagonal stitches working up kind of makes the back look a little pretty. Because instead of getting the lines the long ways, you get them, or the vertically, you get them horizontally. Three. 4. 5. And then 1 down. Let's go ahead and highlight those. I'll move over here. And get this one. Then up and to the left for these 2. And then we're gonna travel along the back to get up to this one here. And then from there, we'll be working our way down like I normally would. So now that we're here, we're gonna do a 1 hop 1. I'm actually gonna mark off those other ones so I know I got them. Move my leg a wee bit. Let's make that a little bit bigger. These 2. Got these two done, and we got two vertical ones. This little one all by its lonesome. The next couple ones are all on their lonesome. Lonely little confetti stitches. Down to here. Let's mark all of that off. Should be putting us close to 200 stitches. Oh, one away. I was accurate. So we are definitely catching up from our previous hour. I don't think we'll make it all the way to caught up, but we are catching up. All the way caught up would be another 50 stitches this hour. Got two here. I'm actually gonna tie off after the next two stitches because there is enough floss to travel to where I need to, but it's only gonna be traveling for like 2 stitches, and I'm not sure that I want to travel that far just to throw down 2 stitches. So we're gonna mark that off. Yeah. We're just gonna ort it. Okay, next color we have is gonna be a 3 off, and it's gonna be 3012. We're gonna put 931 away. 3012. 3012, we've got 3 vertical stitches. Just gonna knock these out right quick. Come on, loop start, pull through. And 1. 2. 3. Highlight that. Get through. Cut it off. Wrap it up. Oh, we have one that came unwrapped. Okay, put away 3012. Then let's see what we have next. It's a little confetti-y. It's 501. Is there any more? There's some there at the bottom. Let's see how much 501 we have. And that will dictate what our plan is going to be. Oh, we don't really have much of any 501. And I doubt I can get 3 stitches out of this. So we're gonna have to cut some off. I think I'm gonna get this one down here because I believe it is the furthest away. Be very gentle not to pull it through on accident. Trying to get better about not pulling things through. I might be able to get one more stitch out of this with a little bit of travel. We're gonna try playing that floss chicken game again. Oh yeah, I can get one more stitch out of that. Oh yeah. Okay, so we just did these two, so I'm gonna mark those off. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off a new strand, I think. Oh nope, there's already some cut. So however much we have left, we're gonna work our way down here. And then probably to this one, across to this one, down, and then try to get those ones down there. That is our current plan of action. So we gotta pull a strand off, wrap it back on the bobbin, bobbinate. Oh, I didn't even finish the stitch and tie off. I was so distracted by what my next plan was. Silly me. It might be the time to start something new, Psychic Macaroni. You do not want to resent your projects. I can tell you that one for sure. I think this needle is about coming up on its last life. And now we're gonna travel down to this one. Yep. This one. Mark those 3 off. Travel all the way down here to that one. Aw, your projects are on timeout. Poor projects on timeout. Okay. Push the needle through the wrong way. That's only mildly dangerous. That one right there. And then travel again to this one over here. Stitch this one. And 2 over, 1 down, which is 3 over from the other one. Perfect. Stitch this one. Then we've got 2 to the left, down 1. Oh, we're almost off screen. And then we got quite a bit of counting. 8 down from here. 2, 6, 7, 8. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Perfect. Okay. And then we've got 1 here. And then 2. And then 2 vertical. Okay, we're gonna mark these off. Ooh, 222. Make a wish. Okay, 501 is going to get put away, and our next color is going to be 3816. It's a little confetti. 3816. Let's see how much of it we have. Yeah. Okay, we're going to start with this one. Oh, ooh. Pulled it through, wasn't paying attention. It was my bad. Well, whoopsies. Pull that through. And then we are going to travel all the way to these two over here. You can't see it, but when you're traveling in the back, make sure you're traveling underneath threads if they're already stitched. If they're not already stitched, obviously you can't travel underneath them. But you should only have long threads that aren't aren't tucked in if you haven't stitched in an area yet. Otherwise, your threads should always be tucked. Tucked snug in the bed, under the thread. Okay, get this one right. And we mark that off. I'm gonna get the one floating way over there. Just because I have enough thread to do it, and it's all by its lonesome. And you know me, I don't like to leave anyone out by its lonesome. Thinking about making a bookmark? That would be cool. Macaroni. Okay, got that pulled tight. Well, I can get more than a couple stitches out of this, I believe. So we might as well try to get as many as we can while we're here. Travel over to here. We should have a commercial starting soon, y'all, just an FYI. We'll be taking another break when the commercial comes up. Breaks are important. I get up and stretch my legs and move around. Let's see if we can get these two. I think it's gonna be tight, but we're gonna try it. Oh. Okay, just got the notification that the ad is about to start, so just a heads up. Should be starting in like a minute. Okay, got those done. And that one, nope. Okay. Our next color is gonna be 597. It's a little confetti like. We'll see how much floss we have after the ad, which should be coming up here real quick. Three, 8, 1, 6 gets put away. We'll pull out 597. 597 is a new skein, so I gotta cut off a whole new thingy. Plus off. Okay, ad time. Break it is. Okay, welcome back. So we are going to do 597 next. Oh, hold on. Doing 597, we're gonna start here, work our way down, come across here, hit this one, and then these ones down here all the way at the bottom. So, and the reason we're gonna do that is because if we have enough floss left after that, we're gonna come back over here and get those ones over there. So let's see what we have floss-wise, how far we can get.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
Okay, we got these two over here. And then we're going to travel over to this one. And then travel down here. And come get this one over here. All the traveling, just trying to get all of this confetti cleaned up. Things that will make life easier for future Felicia is what we're getting done now. Okay, let's go ahead and mark these off. That'll tell us roughly how much we've gotten in 2 hours. Huh. Like, we're pretty much on time. I do think I will log off in the next 30 stitches or so, depending on how long that's going to take. Could be 15 minutes, could be 30 minutes. Because I will have hit my first benchmark. And then I will work on getting caught up off the live. If y'all won't be too upset at me for that. Aika or Magpie, what are the benchmarks for today? If you wouldn't mind pulling those up. These are probably about 269. Oh, you guys both hit it at the same time. Thank you. Next time I'll just pick one of you. Okay, so it's still 269. The other, I really got to bring that 20-year one down. I need to start working on, or that I need to start working on that 10-year one real bad. Got to bring that back down. It's just I don't have the social capacity to be live all the time, and then I feel guilty when I'm stitching and I'm not live. So then I just end up not stitching, and I need to get over that. And just suck it up and either go live or get my stitches in.
Hi!
Oh, thank you for the follow, Cupcake Kate. Welcome in, welcome in. Cupcake Kate, is it okay if I call you Kate? Thank you for helping me hit my 170 goal. I really appreciate it. Okay, thank you, Kate. How are you doing today? Was hoping we were gonna hit that goal today. Figured if I put it out there, I would jinx it. Oh good, I'm glad you found us over here. TikTok is fun, but I feel like Twitch is a little bit better for the streamer.
Hi!
Oh, thank you for the follow, Frida Odinson. May I call you Frida? I'm so happy. We have so many followers. Oof. Thank you, Frida. Okay, I might be able to get two. Let's see if I can get two. I think I might be I'm too far over. Oh, so we're gonna do it this way. We'll just back her up a little bit. Back that thing up. Two new followers back to back. I love y'all. Y'all are so sweet and so kind to me. I'm lucky to have y'all on my side. Okay, there we go. Oh, awesome! Thank you, Spoopy. I appreciate that. I appreciate you and Kate, Frida and Kate, helping me hit my goal of 170. Okay. Well, now. See how much 927 we have. We're gonna put 597 away. 927. Ooh. Oh my god. I am so ready for 927 to be dead because this bobbin, this cardboard bobbin with the green writing on it, is from my very first cross stitch project that I kitted myself. Which means it's, oh god, 22 years old. The floss is 22 years old. Is this floss older than any of my viewers? I may have floss that's older than some of my viewers. That's a thing. Wait, 20, how old am I? I know how old I am. No, yeah, 22 years. Wow. It's 22, it's 22 years old. I got it when I was 14. Oh, might be shit, it might be 23 years old. Liv, it is older than you! Wow, okay. That's kind of funny. Well, hopefully the floss holds up well. Katie, you're no longer the youngest. Welcome to the old lady corner of Twitch. JD Vance hates me. Except I'm not a cat lady, I've now become a dog lady. I was a cat lady. We have no age discrimination here whatsoever. We don't care how old you are as long as you're nice. Aika, you're turning 29. Well, you're almost an adult. One more year and you'll be a real adult, Aika. I don't consider anyone a real adult until they cross 30. And then once you hit 40, you're like an ultra adult. My wife is an ultra adult. And 50 is a mega. Just saying. Hey, Starshine, how's it going? 48 times in January. Congratulations, Frida. That is an accomplishment to have stuck around for 48 rotations. Thank you, Aika. I myself have been around for 37? Magpie, post that under the memes, but did you see the meme I posted today of the Australian breakdancer? Because I swear to God, that lady is the patron saint of I do what I want. Ooh, painting your new office, that's fun. I am, like, a big fan of the Australian breakdancer. I think that lady, like, gave it 110% and knew she wasn't gonna win. I read an interview with her saying she knew she wasn't going to win, so she just went and did what she wanted. Your husband will turn 60 on the 29th. That's awesome. My wife and I's wedding anniversary is coming up next week. It'll be our second wedding anniversary. My dad just turned 60 last year. Oh, you don't need to watch any of the breakdancing stuff, but you need to look up the Australian breakdancer. She has legit broke the internet. Like, if you're watching right now and you haven't looked up the Australian breakdancer, stop watching me, go look it up, and come back so we can discuss. I posted it under the memes in Discord, in our Discord server. Yeah. Stop what you're doing. If you haven't seen it yet, stop what you're doing, go watch it, come back, let's discuss. It was amazing. It was amazing stuff. And I'm not making fun of her. Like, yes, her dance was funny, but I think, like, knowing that she wasn't gonna win, like, she has won by breaking the internet. She has 1,000% broken the internet. It is definitely giving a fish on land, Ica. That is pretty fair. There's a lot of pretty close. Every time she grabs her chin, it makes me laugh really hard. Because I feel like she was just doing it to be ironic. It totally feels like watching a toddler dance. I've actually seen some of those memes where, like, it's like when your kid says they can do something, and then that is the kid doing the thing. I've also seen some videos comparing it to Elaine dancing on Seinfeld. Spy Guy, hello, hello, come on in. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? How was your raid? How's it going? I'll play my raider spiel.
Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for the follow, Miss Kitty. Yes, thank you for the shout out to Spy Guy. Y'all are super awesome. Thank you for coming in. The Sistine Chapel is coming along. Today is our 200th day of working on it. It's a lot. We've got 272 stitches done for today. I was just about to go and start raiding, start picking someone else to raid, but now y'all are here and I might hang out for a little bit longer. Right, Magpie? It is 1,000% in the definition. Like, so we're talking about the Australian breakdancer at the Olympics because she has broken the internet, and I think she is to be celebrated because it is the definition of I know I'm not going to win, so I'm going to do what I want, and it is awesome, and I think it should be empowering and celebrated. Oh, don't worry about it. I wasn't gonna. I mean, I was going to go participate in adult activities on the couch, so this is helping me stitch for a longer period of time, so I'm not upset about it. But if you need to raid and run, I totally get it. And for the raiders, I also have another message for you to fill you in on what's going on.
I'm stitching a 1/12 scale Sistine Chapel ceiling by Michelangelo. It will be 1.9 million stitches and will measure 48 inches by 110 inches when it's finished. It has 288 DMC colors and will use 750 skeins. Right now I'm working on part 1 of 5. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in chat.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of really like the epic music playing behind that bit. I might have to put that in there. Yeah, Miss Kitty, this thing is a monstrosity. As of today, we are 5.21 or 2% complete. I'm using 18 count fabric. We just crossed my my benchmark for finishing in 20 years. We might cross the benchmark for finishing in 15 years today. I think that might be my next goal for the live. I can do another 100 stitches before traveling out. I'll add on 100 stitches for everyone that raids me. If it's near the end. I feel like that's a good compromise. Oh, someone raided me. I gotta add 100 stitches. Because the 20 and the 15 year benchmarks aren't that far apart. The 10-year benchmark is really far off. Although I'm really tempted to forgive myself the 2 years that are the... So I went through the spreadsheet and I did a whole bunch of like number crunching and maths, and I missed a little less than 400 days because of my mom's death. For you new raiders, I started this project on December 26th of 2022, and then my mom passed away in February of 23, and it really kind of screwed me up on getting this project finished. Yes, that is the most inconvenient part of my mom dying, is that it gave me depression and made it hard for me to stitch. So I am thinking of resetting my 10-year goal to a 12-year goal. Thank you for the follow, Legion 54. Legion 54, may I call you Legion? And Miss Kitty, I didn't ask, but do you prefer Kitty or Miss Kitty?
Hi!
Oh, Maverick, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Maverick is number 1. Is Maverick okay? Or Mav? I have a cousin named Maverick. Miss Kitty is fine? Okay, Miss Kitty, you got it? I like to check everyone's names. You got it, Maverick. Names are important to people, and I want to make sure people are called how they wish. And y'all can all call me Flea. FLE. Hey, Legion. I thank you. I appreciate that. My mom was very sick for a long time. So her passing was sudden but not surprising. And now we're here. And when I said I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, I meant it. Like I said, talking about my mom passing. And then before that, we were talking about the Olympics. Oh, Maverick, thank you. Yes, this is a huge, huge piece. Uh-oh, did I? No, no, okay, I'm fine. Woo, thought I had an uh-oh moment. Thanks, Magpie. I try to forgive myself. It's hard when I have days like yesterday where, like, my wife and I had to go through a bunch of her stuff for the estate sale. It's going to be a huge, epic estate sale. My mom was a very privileged hoarder and hoarded fine clothing and shoes. And so we are going to be having an epic fashion estate sale. Oh no, well, I don't want to give your wife a heart attack, Maverick. Yeah, it's a big project. It's a project I've always wanted to do my entire life because I've always been nutty. I've been obsessed with the Sistine Chapel ceiling since I was a wee one. Again, because I was that weird kid. This is why you don't give a art history textbook to a 5-year-old. Telling you, it's dangerous to give art history textbooks to children. Okay, well, I now have a knot in my needle. Yeah, Magpie, I mean, she probably has 500 pairs of shoes, and these are all very high-end shoes that, like, on the aftermarket are still selling for $200 or $300 a pop. So I have to do all of the research to figure out what we should be reasonably selling stuff for, and it's a little ridiculous. You know, Annette left my parents' house with a bunch of clothing in her size that was a good amount of merchandise. So that's because it is really a good reason to give a young kid an art history textbook, but it just makes weirdos like me, so if you enjoy my weirdness, then yes, I guess it is a good idea to give a kid an art history textbook. My mom had excellent taste and style, yes. My wife got a very beautiful Prada dress that she's going to be wearing in New York that I'm excited about. My mom was definitely known for her taste and her style. She was also an excellent seamstress and fashion designer, and she just never got to really explore that side of herself outside of building costumes for Halloween. But she made some beautiful ones. Absolutely stunning costumes. Oh, Satscats, we're all weird here. We are all weird. We're all nerds. Yeah, I I am running out of clothing. I actually don't have that much clothing anymore because I haven't gone shopping for new clothes since my mom died. Because it was kind of a traumatizing experience shopping with my mother, and I'm not ready to go and deal with that. So, like, Annette had to buy me new pants because I was down to one pair of jeans that were starting to get holes in them. And she was like, okay, time for us to buy more pants. You need more than one pair of pants. And I have to say, she was correct. I do need more than one pair of pants. Oh. Let's see. Okay, 163 is next. It's a little confetti-ish. 163 is up here. Up here. Ooh, okay. We may only have enough. Well, let's see. Can I get a loop out of this? Yeah, it's gonna be too tight to do that, I think. Actually, I might be able to get that third stitch in here, which would be lovely. Okay, so got those two vertical ones done. Oh, thanks, Legion. Yeah, on the small screen shows like the full scale of the project. And then the close-up screen, you can actually see what I'm doing with my hands most of the time. It's going to be 48 inches by 110, and because today is 200, when I am done stitching today, I am going to unroll the whole thing and take a photo of where we are at for day 200. The color combos turned out really cool. Like, I'm really happy with how the pattern turned out so far, because I did make this pattern myself. I am a little nervous for when we get to part 2, just because I want to make sure that everything lines up and it doesn't look different. But quite honestly, if it does look different and there's a clear line, we're just going to keep going. Because at that point, I will probably have invested 3, if not 4 years into this puppy, and I'm not stopping just because it doesn't match up perfectly. 163. But that problem is 277 stitches away, roughly. 612 is next. Yeah, it, like, wait until you see Jonah's legs. Like, Jonah's calves are built, and you can tell how built they are. It's a little amazing. I can't wait to get to some of the other more famous pieces. Unfortunately, I started in the end that had the unfamous pieces. You do have to start somewhere. Yeah, I like God creating David, I think is gonna be, or David, God creating Adam, I think is gonna be really popular. The cherubs, I think, will be really popular. Some of the Sibyls are pretty famous. I'm sorry, but like Jonah's legs look awesome. Like Jonah wasn't painted like there's no way a heterosexual man painted those calves. I'm sorry. Like there's no way a heterosexual man painted those muscular of calves on a man. Okay, so we are gonna do 9:30 next, and I'm gonna start down here, hit those two, work my way across here, and then down, and then depending on how much floss we have, we'll see if we can get to those two down there, and then I'll tie off because there's nothing else in my area. Okay, 9:30. I feel like this is the most stitching we've got done on a live in a while. Oops, I do not have enough. You know what, Magpie, just for you, I'm gonna make a video of Jonah's calves. Well, I might wait until I get to Jonah's thighs, because, like, on this round, we're getting to some thigh. So I might wait until I finish this row. Because I have a hunch his thighs are going to be even crazier. Well, it's also just the size of him. Like, he's just huge. Oh, switch back to primary. Thick thighs save lives. Oh, wait till we get to the Sibyls, because I guarantee you I'm gonna be making jokes about how ripped the Sibyls are and how Michelangelo had no idea what the female form actually looked like. He just put female heads on male bodies and added some fat deposits. That is not where I wanted that to go. Whoopsies, we're gonna frog these. I got too distracted by Jonah's thighs. Damn distracting thighs. Maybe that's gonna come out. Damn you, Jonah's thighs, for distracting me. Oh, I guess if I don't frog once alive, it's not a true live. Oh, there is a video on my TikTok, Instagram, and or Facebook, whichever one you will want to look at, that shows you how much progress I have made on this. And I find the video quite hilarious. But actually sometimes when I watch it, I have to laugh, because if I'm not careful, watching it'll make me cry when I realize how little of this piece I've actually done. Y'all got 20 years of this level of entertainment, so buckle up. Ironically, the more y'all encourage me to stitch, the faster I will finish this project, and the less time you'll have me being entertaining on here. So be careful what you wish for. Although, let's be realistic. If I do finish this project and I do it all on live, I'm not going anywhere after I finish. I'll just start my next piece, which I have semi-decided on. my next piece, if I ever get to a next piece, is gonna be either embroidery or black work of Albrecht's Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse wood carving. The nice thing about that is that if I do it true to size... Oh, see you around, that spy guy. Enjoy. I'm sure he will. I thought you may have raided and run, so I totally understand. Go enjoy, do the adulting things. I will see you around. I need to find some streamers that are going to TwitchCon so I can meet people to meet up with when I'm down there. Enjoy your lurk, spy guy. I gotta fix that lurk command at some point today. You'd love to know how my wife and I met? My wife and I actually met. Yes, I saw that. Thank you, Aika. My wife and I actually met online during COVID. And we have been together for 4, and our second wedding anniversary is coming up this month. She is a saint for putting up with me, and a wonderful, wonderful woman. She is the wonderful person that bought me this frame, and allowed me to do this project, and puts up with me exclusively talking about this project. Thank you for the early anniversary wishes. I appreciate them. My wife does occasionally join us on the lives. If she is in the mood on some Sundays, she will come in and read the crossword clues with everyone. 3363 is next. Yes, my wife is a sweetheart, and I am very, very lucky to have her. I try very, very hard to never ever take her for granted. Okay. I get these 2 here. Only got 3 stitches in this color. Oh, thank you, Miss Kitty. Yeah, we're excitedly going to New York for our anniversary / my birthday. I'm gonna see Cabaret, which will be very exciting. Oh, thank you, Aika. I appreciate that. It's so sweet of you to make us shawls. Three, 6, 3. Okay, I know I said 100 stitches, but I am starting to burn out a little bit, so I think I'm gonna finish all of 3813, which actually should bring us pretty close. And maybe I'll do 3813. 3813 and 415 will bring us close. So I'll do those 2. After those 2, we're gonna raid out. Thank you, Maverick. Legion, the patience for it really is not that hard. The most aggravating part of stitching, in my opinion, is changing your needle constantly and dealing with confetti. But realistically, stitching is just making a bunch of tiny little X's. So if you can make a tiny little X with fabric, you can cross stitch. Or a tiny little X with floss, you can cross stitch. And you know, some people like printed cross stitch, and some people prefer counted cross stitch. I personally prefer counted because counting works easier for me. Printed sets off my sense of order and ADHD and OCD, that like if it's not perfect, I can't do it. And sometimes the printing machines are off and the squares don't land just right, and then I can't do it. Magpie prefers printed. Magpie likes the printed. But yeah, so there's lots of options. To me, cross stitch is just paint by numbers with floss, and counted cross stitch is paint by numbers where you have to draw on your own lines first. Welcome back, Days. Welcome back. You're accounted, but you do diamond painting more. I've never got into diamond painting, but only because I was a cross stitcher first. Like before diamond painting was invented. Also, I don't like bedazzled things. Like, it's just not a personal taste of mine. So diamond painting wouldn't have really worked well. Like, it's just not a look that I enjoy. If they had, like, matted diamond painting, I might do it, but regular diamond painting is shiny, and I don't always love shiny. Great, I say that I don't always love shiny, and then something's gonna happen, I'm like, ooh, shiny! I feel like cross stitch is more portable than diamond painting. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen someone try diamond painting on a plane. I'm definitely planning on cross stitching on a plane. But I think diamond painting is a really cool hobby. It is just not one for me. And I think all the diamond painting colors are based on DMC colors, right? Like black is 310. So theoretically, you could diamond paint the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Oh, I'm sure there are. I've seen some very cool diamond painting ones. I also just don't have like the space anymore because I have this giant 4-foot frame or 5-foot frame taking up most of where I would have diamond painting space. My crafting room is not that big. And now it's my crafting room / live studio, which takes up a fair amount of space, surprisingly. Excuse me. Yeah, so with cross stitching, you can definitely get finer images. Oh, thanks, Des. I'm just stitching along. I'm not sure where I was when you left. Just squeezing them in. Because diamond painting, you're stuck with like your diamonds per inch, I believe, is always the same. Whereas in cross stitching, your stitches per inch varies based on the fabric. Oh wow, okay, so it's barely at 100 when you left. Then yeah, I've gotten quite a bit done. Do they have smaller diamond, like smaller diamonds that you can buy, or are all the diamonds the same size? Oh, I'm sure there's more than one that does purely Bob Ross. I don't know if you all can tell, but I may have started listening to Bob Ross to kind of pick up some of his ability to just speak to a camera. Oh, there's round and square diamond options. I did not know about those. Interesting. Interessant. I'm learning all sorts of new things today about diamond painting that I didn't know. Yeah, I'm sure if diamond painting would have been around when I was a kid, I totally would have been into it. Thank you, Legion. It is going to take me forever to finish this. That is for sure. But I am working on it, stitch by stitch, piece by piece. Yeah, at this point in time, I'm kind of trying to make this into my thing, so I am investing a lot of time and energy into it. As of yet, I cannot afford for this to be my thing yet, but we're working on it. Hoping one day I can just cross stitch all day and be live. Oh yeah, I'm 30 stitches away from hitting my goal for 15 years, Des. Thank you for joining the server, Maverick. Welcome, welcome. It's a pretty fun, chill place to be. Oh no. That's weird that it didn't connect to the server. Ruh-roh. I wonder if Google's down or not working or something. It just worked like 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, but like right before you came back, Katie. Okay, 415 is next, and 415 is going to be our last color before logging off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch... Wow, look at all that 415 down there. We're going to get to that later. That's a big old puppy. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stitch these. All these kind of little confetti ones that are hanging out there. Get those first. And then if I have floss left, I will come back up here and start stitching all of this down. But we'll see. You know what? We're gonna kind of try to guarantee that we have floss left. That's only a little bit longer than it should be. Oh, did someone redeem hydration break? Thank you, Aika.
Hi.
Hydration. Oh, did I miss? Thank you for following. How do you pronounce that? Elenthal? Elienthal? Please let me know how to pronounce your name, because names are very important and I like to make sure I get them right. Isla. Islathal. Or Isla. Can I just call you Isla? Yay! Thank you, Maverick! I did see the pets ones come through. I can't wait to check them out. Isla-Nutha. Isla-Nutha. Okay. Isla-Nutha. Got it. Hopefully. Isla-Nutha. I am terrible with names and pronunciation, so I appreciate you having patience with me and spelling it out, because I want to make sure I get it right. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, we have ads up, but I'm going to keep stitching through the ads. Damn it, Aika, I didn't realize that was you that said that. I didn't read the name. Yeah, we're gonna finish up this color and then take a break. We got the ads going right now, but they shouldn't be there for very long. I do appreciate y'all sticking around through the ads. It does mean a lot. Atlanta, okay. Atlanta. I can do that. Thank you, Atlanta. I appreciate you having patience with me for that, because names are important and I often butcher them, and I don't like to do that. Butchering names is bad. Okay. Ooh, wrong button selected. Mark those off, and then we're gonna come down here and get this one. I get it. My nickname is Flea, and I spell it F-L-E, and then every time I go into a stream or a raid or something, and if they don't know who I am, I get StitcherX by Fla a lot, or Fla instead of Flea. So I understand. Oh, shit. Thanks, Aika. zoned out there. I don't think I did too many stitches. I need to set up a command so you guys can change it on your own for me. Lots of people think it's pronounced fleh. Fleh. So, you know, I left the A off because I didn't want to be associated with the bug, and then I end up telling people flea like the bug all the time. So, you know, that happens. It also was not a nickname that I chose. It was a nickname that was given to me by my oh-so-kind family members when I was a child. Except they added a bag at the end. So my nickname was Fleabag for a while. Bird's not a bad nickname. I mean, we call my sister Spilly Lily, so, you know, my family's known for their kindness. Mindy May Sweetland Innocent, welcome in, welcome in. Is it okay if I call you Mindy May? So we are going to finish up this floss, and then we are going to head out. Or I'm going to head out, and I will probably do more stitching off the live. I'm going to try to hit somewhere over that 10-year goal. Pay attention, Dorcas. Okay, Megan, I'll tell her that Messy Megan was also a nickname that someone had. She might appreciate that. My sister hasn't been Spilly Lily in a while, so... Okay, so now we've got 4 here. And we're actually not too far off track from being on speed. My name is a little more feminine than I like, so I feel like Flea is a good non-binary version of my name that I can work with. Because there's no way to butch up Felicia. I could go by Sha. That just doesn't sound good. This is 18 count. This is, in fact, 18. 18 is my dream count. It is the count I design all of my patterns on. So if you purchase any of my patterns... Yeah, but Felix... I feel like Felix is a little too butch. I like Flea. Flea works for me. And I've been going by it now forever, so the only people that don't call me Flea are my coworkers and parents. Yeah, Flea is the nickname that I go by. It's cool and edgy, right? Because I am the definition of cool and edgy. Sometimes I can't believe some of the crap that comes spewing out of my mouth. Yeah, we are cranking it today. We are going at the ideal stitching speed because I think we're right at 125 stitches an hour. Because I've been subtracting, well, except it doesn't count for this time because I did stitch through the break this time. I gotta remember to not stitch the break so I can subtract that time properly. But we're right at 371, which puts us a little shy of my stitching goal of 125 an hour. Once you subtract out the break times. I think we've had 4 break times. Yeah, the benchmark was 370. I'm gonna finish off this piece of floss. And then we will log off or go raid. I don't know who's live right now to go raid. Yeah, 125 is like my benchmark rate that I try to get to. It doesn't always happen depending on confetti, and sometimes I can get as fast as 175, but it's got to be all color blocking. I think I can color block up to 250 an hour because I did a project where I measured out how many stitches you can get out of one skein, and I think I roughly did that at about 250 an hour. But I was also like cranking really fast to try to see how fast I could go because I like stats like that. Blue-eyed cat. Okay, we can go knock on Blue-eyed cat's door. I think we've raided Blue-eyed cat before, right? Yeah, pure color blocking speeds me up like crazy. I just hate stitching it. Okay, yeah, we can go pop in on Blue-eyed cat. I feel like it's been a while. Yeah, pure color blocking is a little rough sometimes. Like right now, this is the perfect amount of color blocking for me. Or it's not a huge block, but it's enough of one that I can stitch faster. not mean to highlight that row. That one. Okay, 387. Oh god. 3.5 thousand stitches of 310 sounds absolutely excruciating. Oh no, Spoopy, that is a bummer. Okay, but like not in one area, right, Katie? Like many of my patterns have that many, but like not in one spot. Like that's the whole point of stained glass is that you're not doing the same thing all in one spot. Shush, Katie, shush. I don't update daily. I should update daily. Okay, so Blue-Eyed Cat is who we're going to raid. I'm gonna tie this off right now. I am gonna have to come back to this color. $395 stitches in alive is not terrible, y'all. We did good. Hopefully tomorrow I can go live for about the same amount of time. Maybe even longer. Okay, let's go raid Blue-Eyed Cat. Thank you all for spending your time with me. It means the world to me that you want to hang out with me while I stitch. Y'all are amazing, wonderful folks. And hopefully you will join me next time. Thank you so, so much. And I will catch you all hopefully again real soon, i.e. tomorrow.